Everyone will have a few subtle and quiet moments where everything in their life changes. There is no perfect timing, no huge explosions, or no cinematic opening like Marvel intros. It's just the feeling, the thought that hits you out of nowhere, like if you are tired or just going through day-to-day life, and then life will never be the same again. It's a realization about yourself, about life, or about other people, and once it happens, you cannot unsee it. These moments are called canon events. It's the moments that permanently changes your perspective. Before that, you are living life on assumptions. Maybe you believe what your parents and teachers said to you while growing up. You believe what you saw in TV shows. Life is presented to you in a certain way, and you believe it. And then you have one of these canon events, and after that you see the world for what it actually is. Don't get me wrong, you can still live a good life, but you cannot ever go back to being naive. Well, I am not saying those myths you believe like Santa Claus doesn't exist or whatever. I am saying the big realizations that change how you see yourself, life, and others. They are brutal, harsh, but beautiful in a different way. There are no big announcements when they happen. It's just happened whether you want it or not. So in this video, I am going to talk about the realizations that will hit and break you in your 20s. So number 1, the world is unfair and nobody is coming to save you. Growing up, I thought the world is a fair place that if you just do the right thing and be kind to other person, then things will mostly work out. I thought society cared about you, and the world is a 100% warm place until it doesn't. You'll soon realize that life is unfair. Like, people can find themselves in situations they can't control. That people can be born healthy, unhealthy, rich, poor, tall, short, attractive, ugly, and that significantly changes the life they are going to have for the rest of the decade. Things outside your control are going to dictate your life more than your effort ever will. If you are born in a well-developed or at least a decent country, that is going to change the trajectory of your life. Versus if you are born in a corrupted country and wars happen, thefts happen, disaster happen 24/7. You could be born in a free Western or Asian society with freedom to move, or you could be born in Democratic People's Republic of North Korea that is isolated from the rest of the world, and you are screwed due to absolutely no fault of your own. Life is unfair. It never was, and it never will. Like bad things can happen to good people and great things can happen to evil people. Things happen, tragedies happen, and what is a tougher pill to swallow is that the world just shrug it off like it's nothing. Like, life just keeps moving on, people move on, and they will protect their own interests while leaving you on your own. And there's a thing people learn too late in life is that outside of a few people that genuinely care about you, if you're lucky enough, like parents or soulmate, you're basically on your own. And until you realize this, you're going to keep waiting for some magical person to come and fix all of your problems, and that's just not how it works. When you accept the reality, you stop waiting and you take responsibility for your life. Knowing this doesn't make me a dark person, it just makes me more intentional about how I move. So that is realization number 1. Let's move on to realization number 2. You realize that adults are just people and nobody actually knows what they are doing. When you are a kid, you look up to your parents, your teachers, your favorite Olympic athlete. You watch what they do and assume that once you reach that level, everything will finally make sense. But as you get older, you realize there is no level. The people you admire don't have it all figured out either. They are just normal people improvising with whatever they have got in a moment. And yeah, don't forget it's their first time living too, just like you and me and everyone else. Oftentimes, the people we admire, they make bad decisions. They do stupid things, or they have struggles that you just don't have the perspective to see it. And at some point in your life, it just kinda clicks with you that nobody knows what the hell is going on. Then you will ask, how about those people who seem successful and are winning in this environment? Well, they are just good at acting calm in this absolute chaotic environment, and they still move forward. Because life is not about figuring everything out. It's about moving forward despite you have no idea what you are doing. And once you realize that, you stop looking for permission to do something. You don't need certainty. Don't be afraid to look stupid because we are all trying to figure out as we go. But there is a difference between those that move forward anyway and the one that stays stuck. So the last one, this one kinda hit me the hardest. And that's realizing that you are not special and you can't outsmart the system. So everyone will have moments where they think they are different. Like he thinks he's built different, he's special, he's him, and that he won't have to put so much effort as everyone else to get everything in life. And at some point, things happen. It might hurt your ego a little bit because you grew up thinking that you can find shortcuts, and that you can outperform the system, and that you can win without paying the full price. You are looking for 50% discounts for your effort, just like when you are buying things in grocery store. A lot of young people will have this pure confidence. Maybe it isn't a bad thing, but it will lead them to some lessons, I would say. Maybe your parents told you that you are talented. Maybe your teachers told you that you have potential. And then you step into the real world, you go to college, you get a job, the stock market, and just life in general. There are moments I assume that I can just outsmart everyone, that I'm literally made for this. But then, when I reach adult life, I go to university, got my first salary paying job, and I realize that I am just a jack, just another guy. I'm just a cogwheel in this society to keep this system operating. Like I'm just working a 9 to 5 like everyone else while living a normal life. And if you are not in that top 1%, chances are you are a jack too. I discovered I'm nothing special by just getting humbled by what life actually is. The more I live life, the more intense the competition gets, and you also realize that you are pretty average. So this might sound brutal, and you might immediately click off this video, but it should be a relief, because once you come to terms with the fact that you are not special, you know you have to put in the work that makes you an overall better person. And the ones that manage to outsmart the system, it usually takes years and decades of hard work for them to do so, unless they are born with a silver platter or they just got lucky and they, buy Bitcoin in 2010 or buy Sandy stock during March this year and got rich. For most of us, that didn't happen. So the sooner you realize that the fact you have to put in the work to get rich, the better the life you get. So to wrap it up, these are moments that will break you and people eventually have to face. But if you let it shape you instead of complaining, they will make your life more beautiful. If you have experienced one of these, congratulations, you are starting to become who you need to be. But if you are still in the middle of one right now, accept it and move forward. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, it means everything to me if you leave a comment down below. Until next time.